Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be hitting on your bank teller. Well, I got a question here from a guy. I'm going to give you a couple good ways to approach women in public, especially when there's a lot of people around, because I know that's really nerve-wracking for a guy to put yourself out there and ask her out right on the spot or ask for her phone number when there's a couple dozen people standing around you and there's nothing you can do because you know that they're all going to overhear you, and you don't want to be writing little cutesy notes. You want to communicate with confidence what it is that you want and go for it without any fear at all. You want to be fearless in essence. So I've got an email here from a viewer, and he says, "Hi Corey, I've been burned badly by my past 2 relationships, and the other day I walked into my bank and I met a new teller. How can I assist her interest while she's working?" In other words, you're probably saying, how do I make her like me more while she's working? "I don't want to make it odd in front of her or other coworkers, but I would like to ask her out." Well, the idea is you don't have to keep going back 100 times and getting to know her. Instead of being fearful of making an odd moment, here's the thing. When everybody watches the fact that you're willing to ask this girl out in front of everybody else, they're in awe of it, because most guys don't have the balls to do that. They're very sheepish about those kind of things. But when you communicate total confidence and you have no fear about going for what you want, they'll appreciate, they'll respect the fact that you have the guts to do that. And every time I've ever done it, I've never had somebody chime in or say something stupid, even when it's other guys, because they're embarrassed by the fact that they could never pull something off like that on their own. Most people would just be quiet and smile, or just like, wow, or they'll just watch. They'll be in awe of you. It's amazing. Just do it. And so this is what I want you to do. It's like, so next time you see her and you go to her teller and you just say whatever her name is, just say, "Hey, how are you?" And just tell her what you like about her. Tell her what, I'm going to give you a couple different ways you can go about it, but me personally, the way I am, if I see a girl and I really like her, I just say whatever comes to my mind. Like, I remember one of my girlfriends, the first night I met her and we were talking to her, I just looked her right in the eyes. I just said, "You're intoxicating to look at." And I really fucking felt that way. I was just so in awe of how much more attracted to her I was. And it was more than a physical beauty. There was something, there was a spiritual connection, a mental connection. It was just, there was like a knowing, there was like an electric energy in the air. And it's like when I met her, I knew that I was supposed to meet this girl, because I had been probably, I think, 3 years at that particular time since I met a girl that I felt that way about. And it just felt absolutely incredible. It was one of the most incredible feelings that I had ever felt at the time. And every great long-term relationship I've had always starts out with a meeting like that. But it doesn't mean you can't meet one person and be really drawn to her and find her really attractive. It's just, you might not feel, I'm talking like the level like where she knocks your socks off. And so if you like this girl, if you think she's absolutely stunning, or just walk up to her and just say, you take my breath away. I'd really like to meet you out for a drink sometime. When are you free to get together? Wait for her to respond, and then say, "Great, write your number down, and make definite plans to meet at a definite day and a definite time to meet," and then get her the information. Say, write your name and number down on a piece of paper, and then write yours on a piece of paper and slide it to her and say, "I'll give you a call if something comes up. Otherwise, I'll just see you at the bar or the Starbucks or wherever it is you're going to meet for a drink." Or if that is a little too scary for you, if you haven't worked up the courage to do those kinds of things yet, then you just get her number and call her later. And just say, "I think you're really amazing. You absolutely fascinate me. You're really enchanting, and I got to run, obviously, but I'd like to talk to you more. What's your phone number?" And have her write her phone number down and give it to you, and then tell her what your name is, and just say, "I'll give you a call later." And then take off, and then call her a day or two later, and just say, just like I talk about in my book, make a date with her. Don't overcomplicate things. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to keep going back 3, 4, 5, 6 times, 2 weeks, a month, and wait to ask her out. You want to do it on the spot, because the longer you wait, the longer you hesitate, the more you communicate that you're unsure of yourself and you're fearful. So the next time you see this girl, go up to her, either ask her out right on the spot, just like I talked about, or at the very least, get her number, Or the other thing you could say is that, hey, you seem like a really nice girl. I'd really like to talk to you more, but I got to run, obviously. What's your number? And have her tell you. And then you can pull your phone out and plug it in as she's giving it to you, or she can write it down on a piece, or you can just say, hey, write your number down on a piece of paper, so we can talk later. And that's all you got to do. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, on the right-hand column underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device, on the right-hand column of the download page, there's a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these videos and the articles on my website, you can show your appreciation by going to my website, and on the Wibia toolbar, which is at the bottom of your screen on any page, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.